You said Nate? All right, nice to meet you, Nate. Now, you said, how do we know that this Bible is real, or what you say? Or you say it's the white man book? What you said? How I know it's real? Okay, all right, that's a good question. First, Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. Straight to the point. How did black people get to America? What you say? A boat or something, huh? All right. Can I go to any book like the Quran or the Gilgamesh epic? Can I go to the Egyptian pyramids and read somewhere where it tell me how I came to America? Can I go somewhere and see that? There ain't no book on earth that's gonna tell the black man why he's in the ghetto in the hood making baby mamas out of his women. There's no book that's gonna tell you that except the Bible, right? But not just any Bible. It's a bunch of Bibles out there, right? The 1611 King James Bible. Now, King James was white or black? What you say? You don't know? It's a lot of stuff going around say he white, but when you look at the history, we was ruling at the time. King James was ruling. That means he was a black man. But here's the point. This is how we got to America. What you finna say? They lying in the book? Name one lie. Name one. Yeah, name one lie. That's what I want to lie. We're gonna deal with it. What about this right here? This in the book? That's a lie in the book? This right here. That's a lie in the book? This is all in one person, by the way. I'm asking you, because they claim that's in the book. So if that's in the book, that's a lie? That's the truth? What is it? Who they taught us that was? Okay, well first, we're going back to Deuteronomy, but Revelation 1 and 14. Let's see, because you say it's lies in this book. We got to get it out the Bible and see. I can tell you, but we got to prove all things.
The Bible is telling you, if you black and white, they tell you the Bible.
It's going to say it. We're going to get it out the scriptures. But the problem is, they don't teach the scriptures in the church. Guess what they teach in church? This right here. We've been learning this for hundreds of years. This is a lie. So you on point with that. But this ain't based on the Bible. This is based on white supremacy. Because guess what? I'm about to read the description of Jesus, and you tell me if that's in the Bible or not. This is what they gave us with the Bible that they gave us, and he's not in there. But watch this, Revelation 1 and 14. Read that.
This the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14.
Bring it out.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Now, his head, talking about the hair on top of his head was white in color, but the texture was like wool. Is that woolly textured hair? Who got woolly textured hair out here right now? Who? Who? Yeah, you got woolly hair coming out your head right now. Me too. Everybody standing out here got woolly hair if they got hair. But watch this, keep going.
As white as snow.
But the real Christ, his hair was white as snow. So that means it wasn't blonde, it wasn't red, it wasn't none of that. Keep going.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Now the real Jesus Christ, his eyes was red like fire. Is his eyes red like fire? He looks happy, right? Happy and inviting. I love all you guys. That's what he's saying. But yeah, we shooting each other down, right? Where the love at? They've been robbing us and raping us for years. Especially these people. When religion came out, when the quote-unquote Baptists came out, we was in slavery. So where the love was at then? But keep going, here's the point.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
So they looked down at Christ's feet and said it looked like brass. What color brass is? A brownish, right? You've seen a penny before, right? Copper is a derivative of brass, is related to brass as far as metals go. But watch this, read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
He was so dark brown, he looked like he was burnt in a furnace. Now, this is a menorah, 7 candlestick menorah. It's made out of brass.
All right, so why they like show them as being white then?
Why they show them as white? Now, give me that in Job, either 9:24 or 1 Maccabees, whichever one. 1 Maccabees 3:48. 3:48, I want that one, 1 Maccabees. I'm gonna show you, man. Got good questions, bro. Problem is, we've been taught lies all this time.
Right.
We ain't learned the Bible yet. Yeah, we've been learning religion, going to church on Sunday, paying tithes, learning lies, right? Telling us we can eat everything. Pork is the new white meat, but every time we eat it, we get high blood pressure. Black people are dying from high blood pressure.
What they say in the Bible when you pork, though, you say
Exactly, but they ain't teaching the Bible. They teaching religion. Religion say you can eat pork. The Bible say you can't. You see the problem? Watch this. 1 Maccabees 3:48. Watch this.
This the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48.
Now, we're reading the book of Maccabees. When you read the 1611 King James Bible, and you ain't got the cover on it, the book of Maccabees was in that Bible.
So So like, what y'all like consider yourself?
We the Israelites, the chosen people of God, same as you. You are too. You just didn't know it, or not acting like it, but come from a church. Now, when you think of a church, we're not talking about a building. When you read the scriptures, the church was the people, right? We standing out here right now. We are the people of God. We are the church, but we not. Everybody ain't acting like the church. You understand what I'm saying? But listen to this point right here. Read it.
And laid open the book of the law.
So he's talking about the Greeks. You understand what I'm saying? You know her or something? Oh, okay, y'all together? That's your woman? Y'all married? How long y'all been together? Say a week? Oh, a few years. That's your baby? She pretty, man. All praises, man. Y'all need to go and make it official, man. What you waiting on? Huh? Forget society. Society say, man, you need to run through these women, and y'all too young to get married. How old are you? 26, you young though, but how old are you, sis? 25. Man, y'all need to quit playing, man. Go on, make it official. Got a pretty baby out here with the pretty hair. Go on, make it official. But listen to this point though. Watch this one more time.
This the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 48. And laid open the book of the law.
So the Greeks, which is these people right here, they took our records, because everywhere we went, we was like nomads, or so to speak. We had our records all with us. They took our records, laid them open, and did what?
Wherein the heathen,
What did he call the people that did it?
the heathen
He called these people the heathen that took our books, read.
had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
They did what with our Bible?
Paint the likeness of their images.
So that's where this comes from. They took our records of Christ looking like us and made images like that look like them. This is history. You ever heard of Iconoclasm? You know what Iconoclasm is? When Europeans go across, because we was ruling Russia, we was ruling Spain, we was ruling Portugal, we was ruling the world, France, all these places. They got our images all over the world. These people went across with paintbrushes and painted over all our images. I think we got a picture of it. I got a book, if not. Oh, right here. Yeah. This is a real picture. You see this? They went across Europe and painted pictures of over our black images everywhere they found. You ever seen the Egyptian pyramids? They say the Egyptians is Arab. At first they quote unquote was white, but then all the pictures on the wall look like me and you. So they did this all over history. But hold that, get Jeremiah 29 and verse 6. Got a scripture for y'all though. What's up, kinfolk? How you doing, man? How old you, man? How old are you? Man, y'all some young men, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Young, able-bodied men. Y'all knees ain't hurting yet. That's what I'm talking about. You married, bro? Dealing with a woman? Got a woman? All right. Well, read something. You got kids? That's good, bro. Keep it that way, man. There's a lot of trouble will come with that child support if it don't work out. So you want to make sure you choose the right one before you get a kid with her. But read that.
This the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 6. Take ye wives.
What we commanded to do?
Take ye wives.
So this is the first commandment. You know, we do things backwards. We get a girlfriend, run through it. Man, I don't like it. I see another one that look better. I'm going to get her. Get her pregnant. Dang, she a demon. I'm going to get another one, right? This is the black community in a nutshell. A lot of us grew up with single parent households, right? You grew up with mama and daddy? You're a rare breed. What about you, bro? Mama and daddy? Rare breed too. What about you? Just mom. You say and dad? Stepdad? Stepdad's good. That's good. All right. But having both parents in the house, man, that is rare. So they was married, your parents. That's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all a different breed, bro. You do a survey of black people that you meet, 9 times out of 10, just mama at home, big mama. Sometimes we ain't got neither one. That's a problem. But read it one more time.
Take ye wives.
But the first thing we should do is take a wife, right? Not just anybody. You don't want to go marry Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. You can't marry them. They might look cute. But what that's going to get you? Child support, right? Maybe even an STD, but keep going.
And beget sons and daughters.
So the first step is to get a wife, then get children, right? Now sometimes it happens, but when it happens, we got to do the right thing. You understand what I'm saying? But watch this.
And take wives for your sons.
And we got to make sure our sons grow up and have wives. He ain't going to do it if we ain't do it, because he going to be like, I'm going to be just like you, Dad. I want women all across town. But read.
And give your daughters to husbands.
And give my daughter, let her be a baby mama.
Give your daughter to husbands.
Let her go to prom and spend the night and come home when she feel like with the prom dress on.
Give your daughter to husbands.
You been to prom before? What about you, bro? You been to prom? What happens on prom night normally? Just go to school and dance and go back home and man, prom was nice. What happens on prom night? Got drunk? That's it? Just get drunk? Nice time, that's what I'm talking about. What about you? Prom. Y'all went to prom together? Okay, all right. Y'all got a baby here. Yeah, y'all need to make it official. Hebrews 13:4. Hebrews 13:4. You know what happens on prom night. We shouldn't be allowing our daughters to put on the tightest dresses they can find. There's a lot of perverts out here. Black women are coming up missing at alarming rates. They stealing y'all organs and they raping y'all. So either way, they should have on modest clothes when they come out the house. But here's the point. Hebrews 13:4. This for y'all and you too, because you say you got a woman. I want you to think about this. Hebrews 13:4.
This the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
No. Being a baby daddy is honorable.
Marriage is honorable in all.
Nah, being a real nigga is honorable.
Marriage is honorable in all.
What did it just say? It's honorable to God in all. Marriage. God said he put that above everything. Being married, right? That should be valuable. But I know here in Babylon the Great America, you can get divorced like that. People getting divorced right away because they not learning how to be husbands and be wives. It's about giving and taking, right? Compromising. We got to learn how to be husband and wife. Nobody gets counsel first. They just say, man, forget y'all, I'm gone. I'm going to get another one. But here's the point.
And the bed undefiled.
So once you get married, hey, the sky's the limit. Jump off the top of that sign, land on your woman. You can do what you want to do, freak as you want to be, with your woman, right? Read.
But whoremongers.
But what?
But whoremongers.
What's a whoremonger? Somebody what? Person to person, right? Sleep around, right? You my baby daddy this week. Next week he gonna be my baby daddy. Fancy, prime example. Cardi B, she was married to Offset, had a baby with her that was righteous, right? To get married to your husband, have kids. What did she do recently? Who she had a baby with recently? Another person, right? Is that cool for all your kids to grow up? Now they look different and got different daddies? That's confusion. You think God is pleased with that? God don't want that. He wants y'all to grow up together and the babies grow up together, right? But keep going.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
Now, how can God judge me for sleeping around? If I just forget God, I just want to keep sleeping around. How can he judge me? What's going to happen? What y'all think? Because he said he going to judge whoremongers and adulterers. What can happen? Gonna be judged? Now, a lot of people think of judge and you think of when Christ come back and judge the world. That can happen. He talking about, I'm gonna judge you instantly. Like, people commit adultery and get shot, get stabbed in the back of the head. It can happen right away. That's a judgment from God. Nobody looks at it that way, but it is. Getting put on child support and somebody making you have to take care of your kid, you should want to do it anyway. But making you have to take care of a child, that's judgment from God from being a whoremonger, not getting a wife, right? But we got to get married. Last one, Exodus 22:16. Any more questions before I read that? Because you got some good questions. All right. Any questions before I read this? All right. Last one I got for you, Exodus 22:16. Watch this.
This the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 16.
Now, this is a law in the Bible. Now, if you think about this law, if we do this one thing, it'll be no more single-parent households in the black community. And that'll be good for us, because we got too many single-parent households. But watch this.
And if a man entice a maid.
So if a man go out and choose a woman, spit game to her, that means entice her. Say sweet things in her ear, whatever the case, right? You entice a woman, read.
That is not betrothed.
She's not engaged, or she's not somebody's fiance, read.
And lie with her.
And do what?
And lie with her.
What does it mean to go out and lie with a woman? Have sex with her, what happens?
He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
What does he have to do if he sleep with a woman?
He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Did y'all catch that? Yeah. You're supposed to make that woman your wife. So we're not supposed to be sleeping around. You only can have one wife. So what y'all waiting on? That's what I'm talking about. What you waiting on? You ain't got to have no big fancy wedding. Scripture don't even tell you to get no wedding ring. Who taught us wedding rings? Where'd that come from? I want y'all to look it up, do some homework, you know what I'm saying? Or look up the origins of wedding rings. It goes back to Babylon. The people that look like this right here taught us to get wedding rings. They own the diamond industry and say that a diamond is a girl's best friend. But I own the diamond, so you should buy a diamond. And for me, that makes no sense. We don't need no ring to show I'm married. I'm gonna be faithful to my woman. When you see me out in the streets, I ain't trying to holler at these hoes, right? That's what we supposed to do. But from there, Deuteronomy 28:68. How did we get here to America? Because that was what I asked you initially. How we get to America? You said it already, but how we get to America? You don't know? What you say, sis? Boats. Y'all smart. Watch this. I asked him. You can look at the Egyptian pyramids. You can read the Gilgamesh epic. You can look at all the other books. The Quran is not going to tell you how we got to America, but the Bible does. Read that.
This the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So when you read the Bible, the children of Israel, which is who we are, the people that's on this sign right here, we were in the land of Egypt building pyramids, building treasure cities. They was whipping our backs, making us slaves, right? So we were slaves in Egypt. So read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
I'm going to send y'all back into Egypt or back into slavery by doing what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Ain't that how we got here? On ships. There go the ships right there. Cargo slave ships. Had you and your babies stacked on top of each other. You got a pee, you got a boo-boo. It go right on the baby. We was dying during the Middle Passage. They was throwing us overboard. But here's the point. Watch this.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
So the same way we was Moses said we're going to slavery on ships, that's how it happened to us. That's our history that's in the Bible that's not being taught on Sunday. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
The it is talking about is our homeland. Y'all know where our homeland is? Where we come from? Africa. Africa is a big continent with a lot of countries. What country in Africa do we come from? You know? Get Galatians 3:48. 3:48?
5:26.
5:26.
4:26. 1 and 2.
You know, bro? Nah, like I said, the Bible got all the answers. I'm gonna show you where we come from specifically, because God said He gonna send us into slavery on ships. But read that.
Galatians chapter 4, verse 26. But Jerusalem.
You hear that? Jerusalem. Read it again.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
The Bible says we come from Jerusalem, which is right here, which is right next to Egypt. So we ran out of Jerusalem and ran into Egypt back and forth. Why you think we ran out of Jerusalem and ran into Egypt? What was in Egypt? What the people look like that was in Egypt at that time? Black people, right? So if we running from well, I ain't got no picture on this one, but if we running from the Romans and they white people, and we ran right into Africa, into Egypt, that means that the Egyptians was black. We hid amongst the other black people, right? Easy. But that's where we come from. Go back to Deuteronomy 28:68. So the Bible says we came into Egypt on ships, but keep going.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Or slavery again.
With ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
So the same way Moses said y'all going to slavery on ships, if y'all disobey, that's what happened, read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
The it is talking about is Jerusalem, our homeland in Africa. Have y'all been back to Jerusalem? You been to Jerusalem? That's what it say. We say we weren't gonna go back over there. Now you can go and visit, but you can't go over there and stay. But keep going.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Now once we got out them ships, this is what they did to us. They sold us to our enemies. They whipped our backs, changed our last name. What's our last name, by the way? Williams? What you said Mayor? Maiden. Where them names come from? Them ain't black names, right? That's kind of deep, because technically it is, but it ain't. But they changed our names is the point. Keep going.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bond men and bond women.
So we got sold for slave men and slave women. This is our history that's in the Bible, right? Go ahead.
Are you like, you said somebody, you said somebody rape somebody or something.
Rape somebody?
Somebody shoot him or something. That's like what?
I said something about some rape.
They said something like that. Don't do that.
Oh, Hebrews 13:4. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, that's in the Bible?
Yeah, that's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. Read it one more time. I'm gonna show you. What type of music y'all listen to? Say rap music? You too? R&B rap? Nah, who's your favorite rapper then? Who would you say? Take Off? Okay. What do you rap about? Positive stuff for black people? Not really? Alright. Would you let your daughter listen to Take Off and grow up and start spitting Take Off rhymes and stuff? Would that be cool? It'd be cool? Name some lyrics for me. Take Off. Yeah. Just spit one. Just, yeah. Okay, think of nine. I got you. Nah, I got you. I'll do that then. But watch this. Hebrews 13:4 one more time, because that was the question.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
So I said God will judge, meaning we can get judged by getting shot. Because I know a cat over here in Cedar Grove. A dude left and went to work. This dude came and when the dude left and went to work, he came and smashed the man's wife. The dude doubled back and came and caught him and stabbed him in the top of the head. Now the dude in a wheelchair, he paralyzed. But that's a judgment from God. He can't be mad at nobody but himself for not keeping that. Karma? Now karma goes into some Indian gods. I'm gonna show you what the Bible says. Get Galatians 6 and verse 7. What you think of karma though? Yeah, technically. But karma go into some Hindus and all that with the red dots. That ain't us. We the Israelites. But I'm gonna show you what God say about karma. Galatians 6 and verse 7. I want y'all to get married though, big bro. Get married, man. Be like your parents, man. You know what I'm saying? No baby daddy. I don't want you to get into it with her and leave and start a whole nother family. That makes no sense, man. She got a better chance of going through society and graduating college with two parents in the household, statistically. But read that.
This the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked.
So don't be tricked. God is not mocked. He put the word out and we're supposed to obey it. But here's the point.
For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap also.
So we say whatever you do, whatever energy you put out into the world, you're going to get that same thing back. So if you're doing a bunch of evil, evil is going to come back to you. They say you reap what you sow. So not karma, so to speak, but that's what we know as karma, right? Any more questions, though, before we? Okay. Proverbs 122, as you walk away. I want you to hit it. Hey, you need to get married, though, bro. Go down to the justice of the peace. You don't need no big fancy wedding. Huh?
What's holding them back from me?
It's in the works.
I'm gonna get married.
You gonna get married? Make sure you get married to him, though, because I don't doubt you're gonna get married, but you need to get married to him, right? But read that for them as they go.
This the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple one?
God is calling us simple, right? For listening to rap music that promotes violence to our people. God calls us simple for listening to rap music. Yeah, it's destruction. Now, we got some righteous rap. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, got nice beats and things, but rap music that talk about you the op, we got too many. What's the problem, right? Black, you not the op, you my brother at the end of the day. You don't talk like that? So you don't listen to Young Boy? You do? What Young Boy call other black men? You don't let it affect you. Everybody different though.
I like playing the game with you.
Yeah. And that's good. Some people weak though. But do you know that a certain frequency, and these people, well, I got it backwards, but the people that own the record industry, they know the certain frequency that'll make us do certain things. That's why they own the record industry. They'll pay you money to talk about killing your people. But they'll make the beat with 808s and have it tweaked up just enough to make you get that vibe. Now I'm feeling angry. Now if you bump into me and I'm already hyped up, now you the op. That's a problem. Huh? But that's good. That's you. But what if you out here in the store and you bump into somebody that is with that? They gonna make you get out the spirit and make you act the same way. You understand what I'm saying? Huh? So if a cat walk up to you talking about you the op and what you looking at, nigga, you ain't gonna say nothing. You just gonna be like, my bad, sir, pardon me, and walk off. That's what you gonna do? Or you gonna match that energy for what he matching it with? You gonna find a solution though. That's good, bro. A lot of people don't believe that. A lot of black people are too prideful. We ain't walking away from nothing. Yeah, last scripture I got for y'all, I promise. Leviticus 19:17. Yeah. But that's a problem though. We got too many black people calling other black men the ops. Who taught us to call each other the ops? We supposed to look at each other like we brothers and sisters, but we don't. Because rap music is saying you the op. Yeah, it's a problem. But listen to this as y'all go though. Listen to this, Leviticus 19:17.
This the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17.
Remember, we read the first one. If we kept that commandment, no more single parent households. If we keep this commandment, no more black on black crime. Watch this.
Thou shalt not hate thine brother in thine heart.
We ain't supposed to hate our brother in our heart. Now the problem is, we've been taught through religion that our brother is everybody. The Chinese man's my brother. The Arab's my brother. But then me and you killing each other. Nobody teaching us to be brothers. We gotta love everybody else. But ain't nobody teaching us to love each other. But here's the point. Watch this.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
So first he called him my brother. Now he's calling him my neighbor. Because black people stay around black people, right? So my brother and my neighbor. Let's see what else it say. Keep going.
And not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Who is my neighbor and my brother? The what?
Thy people.
Now read it right above that, before that.
The children of thy people.
Now, when I look at the Chinese man, the Arab man, are they the children of my people? Are you the children of my people? We look like we can be kinfolk, right? So that means I'm not supposed to hate you in my heart. You are my brother. You are my neighbor. That's a problem that black people have today. We ain't loving each other like we are supposed to. We used to love each other back in the 60s. Like I said, it was black power. We loved each other. But yeah, but who's running it? Who's running the world to make us think that? The government? Who run the government? Job 9:24. Who run the government? What they look like?
All type of people.
All type of people. A lot of black people in the government, running the government, passing these laws. White people, all right. They got a law that she can leave you right now, because y'all ain't married, y'all need to get married. But she can leave you right now, and they'll give her housing, food stamps, and all that if she puts you on child support. You can be taking care of your baby and everything. That is destroying the black community. That's putting a wedge between us, because if y'all get into it, she always in the back of her mind, I don't need this nigga, I can do bad by myself. I can have a house tomorrow, nigga, I don't need you. And that's a problem, right?
You don't need to be no woman that think like that.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely don't need to get a woman like that, but they teaching our women to think this way. But here's the point. Read that.
This the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24.
Now, this the government right here.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Who run the world? The what?
The wicked.
I say the whole world is given to the hand of the wicked. Now, me and you running the world?
No, I thought the world about money.
The world about money?
That's why it's so
Who face on the money that run the world? That's right. They got their money in other people's country telling them that your money ain't worth nothing. They just found a bunch of gold in, was it Tanzania? Over in Africa. They over there barefooted, then found a mountain full of gold. And they said, you know what? That gold ain't worth nothing. How you gonna tell the man the gold ain't worth nothing? But they gonna take the gold and turn around and sell it back to him for way more money. Who run the world? Read it again.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
I say the wicked runs the world. It ain't hard to find out who he is. Who running around eating raw meat and telling you that this is how you supposed to cook a steak? Who taught you that? How y'all eat y'all steaks? That's what I'm saying. It's in our nature to eat it well done. You don't eat steak no more? That's good too. All the food is defiled anyway. The Bible tell you that too. But we ain't supposed to be eating that anyway, but it's cool. But they telling you that, hey, you need to eat your meat half red like me, right? But because they run the world. They telling our young women to come outside and dress like hoes. Would y'all let y'all little daughter come out? She got on a nice pretty dress. Huh?
Who's saying that?
Who saying what?
So who telling our women to come
Who telling our women to dress like that? When you look at television, BET Awards, when you look at magazines, when you go in the store, when you look at a rap music video that's owned by these people right here, they tell you that it's acceptable to come outside dressed any kind of way. Who taught our women to start wearing bonnets outside and wearing sleeping clothes in the middle of the daytime? Who taught us that? Read it again. I'm going to show you.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Say the whole world given to the hand of the wicked.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.